Dang, it's like the 10th jet ski I've seen go by. All right, we are out here with my new Ausom L1. This is a $600 electric scooter. This thing is cheap. I actually just carried it over here to see how heavy it was. It's only about 62 pounds, which is actually kind of heavy for a scooter with these specs. But this is my very first electric scooter with an adjustable handlebar, and I actually got to put it to test. I was a little weirded out with this fold latch, but I latched it and then I shortened the handlebars, and it's my most secure scooter fold yet. Now, this is the only scooter unboxing and assembly I didn't record. I wish I did, because this little kickstand here, right, it gave out on me a couple of times and the scooter fell on my foot. And you really only attach the handlebars and the screen on here, but I actually had to attach this light, which is just a couple of bolts, no big deal. But let's get this thing going. All right, this thing is ready to go. I think I actually have to raise the handlebars to get it to let go. So let's just get this nice and secure. This fender is higher than any fender I've seen on a scooter. Usually they're pretty close to the tire like this, but this has a little bit of clearance. I don't know, kind of looks cool. I believe it's 10 by 2.75 inch tires, and they recommend 36 PSI for both tires. This is the first scooter with tubeless tires where I went to inflate it. This one had like 27 out of 36. That one was 37 PSI. I actually had to take a little air out. I've never had to do that on a scooter before. Fresh out of the box. All right, now as far as unlocking the scooter, it's got a password. It defaults to 0, but you get 3 NFC tags. Now again, I have a code QUEST at awesomestore.com. You save $50. This scooter's only $600, and you get it for like $550 with code QUEST, so definitely check this out. But I'm gonna see today, how good is it? So you just bada boom, ready to go. They give you this on a lanyard, but I slap it in the wallet just in case I lose it. It looks like the first guy is just spraying water onto the second guy. All right, this is gonna be my absolute first ride on here. It hasn't even rolled on the ground yet. Let's get these yoink and yoink. All right, we're sticking these in here. All right, let's get our range trackers going just in case. All right, let's get rolling. Okay, I was not looking and I rolled right into a tree. So I was gonna start with the handlebars all the way down, but this is actually low. I'm literally like, they're way down. I kind of have to crouch to get into it a little bit. It makes it a little awkward for me. Let me go ahead and raise that up. I think there's like 8 inches of play. So just go all the way up, why not? All right, so the first scooter I've ever had with adjustable handlebars. So this is a 48 volt, 15.6 amp hour scooter. Feels a little stiff on the turning here, but fresh out of the box. Actually, it feels a little stable. Huh, this one feels a little bit different. Huh. Maybe I need to pick up the speed, but it feels really smooth at this speed. All right, it has 3 speed modes. There's a max speed of 28 miles an hour, I believe, which we're gonna test out. I believe it says there's a 44 mile max range on there, which, I mean, that's 44 on the eco mode. I'm not gonna go 12 miles an hour all day, but I'm hoping this gives me close to 20 miles, because honestly, even over 15 miles at the price of $600, $50 off with that code QUEST, $550, it's one of the cheaper scooters I've seen. I've been having so many people ask me in the comments and on my Twitch streams, hey man, I need a cheaper option. Hey man, what's the good cheap option? So we're trying one out today and seeing if this is it. But this is similar to my favorite scooter, the DT2 Pro. The handlebar is similar, the interface similar. It's got the same horn and turn signals. Oh, I forgot to tighten that. I gotta call out Ausom actually right now. This is the 3rd scooter that I've got from them, and I don't think any of them, maybe one of them did, but at least 2 of them didn't come with the tool to tighten this part. I have it from one of my other things. This one came with these 2 Allen keys, and neither one of them fit this. But luckily I grabbed my spare kit for scooters, and I can tighten this. I already tightened the throttle. I just didn't tighten this, I forgot. Okay. I just didn't want it to move anytime I touched the horn. All right, so no swap to dual motor. All right, I'm gonna wait for this to clear up and we're gonna see if we can hit max speed. All right, race mode here, single motor. How long does it take to get to max speed? It's not as quick as the dual motor ones, but it's still doing a pretty good job getting there. 24, 25, 28, it said 29, it said 30 on here. I'd say it's a pretty good size with the handlebars all the way up. I think the weight limit on this is like 287. It's under 300. Cause look, I talked to a lot of big boys that are like, man, which scooter do I get? I'm a big boy, I ain't gonna fit on none of those. So look, I'm looking. I got you, I'll find you one. I've been on a few where the weight limit's closer to 300, but we gotta find the one for the giants, I think. I'm not that tall. I'm like 6'3", legally 6'4" in Florida, and I'm only like 185 pounds. Oh, what? Okay, all right, Ausom. What are we doing? The left is the front brake on this scooter? Nah, dude, I'm gonna flip over the handlebars today because I'm not ready for that. All right, so they've swapped the brakes on here. We got cable disc brakes here, but they put the rear on the right. Oh, geez, that's weird. I have two other scooters from him. It's literally opposite. All right, maybe this is a good time. Leave a comment right now. Which side do you prefer the brakes on? Do you like rear on the left or rear on the right? I've gotten so used to rear on the left just from all the scooters that I've ridden. So when I'm on one that's slightly different, I have to think about it pretty hard. But it's how the bikes that I've rode. Every bike has the rear on the right. Classic Ausom scooter moment, the blinkers on. All right, I think the cable disc brakes on this are fine with the max speed. I think after like 30 miles an hour, you really want the hydraulic brakes. All right, so the charge time on this bad boy is only 11 hours. Okay, that's a long time. There's only one charge port though. All right, let's check out this kickstand. This is the worst kickstand that they have. This is their cheapest scooter, so I imagine they downgraded a few of their components just to make it cheaper. Check the brake lights. All right, we got some brake light action there. They give you little bolt covers that you can put over these. I think it looks cooler without them, and they kind of fall off. I haven't tried to glue them or anything, but they fall off when I use them. I think it said we have a 47% climbability. I think that's like a 25-degree incline. Let's go roll up some hills over here at the park. All right, straight up this hill right here. Can we do it? Can we do it? Ooh, ooh, it's struggling, it's struggling. Okay. All right, not the best job, but it did it. We made it to the top. I think that's really steep though. It's like a shorter distance to go up the hill. It's a pretty steep incline, but we had some momentum, it worked out. All right, there's one more hill over there I'm gonna try to climb. All right, are we gonna make it? Ooh, it's slowing down a lot in the grass. Okay, so the combination, yeah, I did not make it. The combination of the grass and the hill, it's not gonna do it. All right, let's do the one-hand test off-road. So most of the scooters that I ride struggle in the grass. They're gonna go like half the speed or 60%. But I think if you're trying to do stuff like that, you might want to look into the dual motor scooters. This one for $600, let's just see if it's a good, solid option for commuters. Oh, the front is light. I haven't done this yet. I normally do this at the red light. This one's on the lighter side. All right, we're doing a one-hand test. I don't recommend this. It feels incredibly stable with one hand. I was going 21 there before I let off. It feels incredibly stable. I'm digging the deck on here. It looks a little wider than average. Dang, I keep instinctively going for the left brake. I swear I'm about to flip into a stoppie. I'm braked up! Oh, beautiful dog. All right, let's go up this hill. I just wanted to see the climbability, not in the grass. Oh, this is a very steep incline. Oh, it's doing it. As long as there's no grass, it does it. So this one doesn't accelerate as fast as the dual motor scooters, which is to be expected. It accelerates as fast as they do in single motor mode, but when you put on double for those, it really zips away. This one is fun though, I'm not gonna lie. It's very similar to the Segway G3 that I got as far as the speed and the specs go, right? 28 mile an hour max speed. The range on it seems like it's gonna be similar. It doesn't have all the fancy bells and whistles of the Segway, but it's half the price at $600 and even cheaper with the code QUEST. I think it's $50 off any of the Ausom scooters. Definitely check it out. So now that I've been riding it around for a little bit, I'm actually used to the stiffness. This thing, it kind of glides on the road. It feels like, for the speed it's going, it feels like it's on the heavy end, so it just like sticks to the road and it feels like I'm really just gliding. Just the weaving back and forth seems so seamless and comfortable to do. Okay, my watch is saying we just hit 5 miles. Hopefully we go 4 times that today. Now again, just looking at this, it's similar to the other Ausom scooters. You can tell it's like slightly cheaper build. I really like the handlebars they got on here, nice and wide with the palm grips, but pretty solid scooter overall. Let me just get this horn going. Yeah, it's like the other ones. They all have like the same turn signals and horn. It's like the cheapest that you could get, I feel like. My brother put like a really loud motorcycle horn on his bike, and it only costs like $10, he said. It's still showing we have 4 out of 5 battery bars, although that kind of fluctuates. Howdy. Oh, beautiful dog. All right, with the single motor, it's only going about 19 miles an hour up the hill here. It's not giving me that 28, but let's see what we get when we go down the hill, as long as there's nobody in the way. I don't like zipping past people that fast. It's kind of weird. All right, let's see what kind of downhill speed we can get. "26, 27, 29, 30. Are we gonna get it? Oh, it said 31, 32. Say 3, say 3, say 3, say 3. All right, 32. I'm gonna slow down. Let's see a person. Okay, I thought I saw some raindrops. I just checked the waterproof rating. It's an IP54, which I think that'll be fine for today, but let's hope we don't get too rained on. All right, I see raindrops on the sidewalk. I'm like riding into, not even into the sunset because it's poopy over here. Yeah, the road's all wet over here. Maybe I'll just hit the circle and go back. I think if I loop around and I get back on the sidewalk, I can get covered. And then we'll just have to wait out the rain. Dang it. Okay, let's see if we can get riding. I'm just gonna get in the road. It's wet. If a car door opens and I have to slam the brakes, I am sliding inside of their vehicle. All right, so we're getting a slight little wet road test in here. It did say it was gonna rain, and then it rained like 2 times. I was getting ready to dip out, and then I started putting my helmet on. It started raining again. All right, so we've gone 9 miles. It just rolled over to 9. It was pretty close to what Strava was saying, so I can always double check with that. All right, we passed 10. I'm assuming we're close to like 50% of the battery. Oh, I forgot that's the front. All right, let's see this range. Oh, geez, covered the tire in sand. All right, so the phone's saying a little over 9, the scooter's saying 10. I don't know if this is rounding up. I accidentally lost the trip because it turns off after 5 minutes and I was standing out of the rain. But it's close to 10. At least it's not like a few miles off by now. You see this bike lane here is just filled with sand. Like that is not good for me. Yeah, I can't ride like that, especially when it curves. Hey, look, this one doesn't have the TCS like the Segway. It's kind of bouncing between 26 and 27. We might not be easily getting the max speed anymore. All right, this scooter ain't that fast. Let's get off the road here. So I'm flashing 2 battery bars. It says 12 miles on the odometer. I think I'm gonna check these brakes a couple of times. It's giving me a 24, 25 mile an hour top speed. All right, on this first green thing, I'm gonna check it. Oh, geez, that was a quick one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 25, okay. This is about 20, 25 feet going 25 miles an hour. The back wheel came up because I really pulled down on that front brake halfway through. I was leaning back into it because I expected it could happen, but dang. Let me do one more. Let me get up a little bit. Maybe I do it on this sign here. Right here. Oh, geez. Yeah, as soon as you bite down on that front, it stops quick. It's pretty good. Not bad for the double disc brakes. So after we've been going about 12 miles, I will say it's definitely lost a little bit of power. I'm not quite getting that 28 max speed. It seems to be going up to about 25 and hovering around 24 or 5, which is decent. All right, let's see what we get uphill here. Single motor. We're probably getting close to low battery. I'm thinking we've used more than half of the battery. I feel like I can safely say that. It's giving me about 15 miles an hour uphill here. Not bad on the bump. You know what? Let's do a little size comparison. Okay. It looks like those adjustable handlebars give you that extra reach that you need because these are kind of small, I'm not gonna lie. It's like on the smaller end. Like if I'm standing up straight, my arms have to be fully extended to reach. I got no bend in them. With this one, I get a little bit of maneuverability, eh? I mean, it still gets up to like 20 something pretty quick, which is good. I don't think I really want to ride any scooter that goes under 20, but over 20 is fine, even if it's only a little over. So I guess I want to talk about some stuff that I like and don't like about the scooter. I like the adjustable handlebars, although for me, I just had to bring it all the way to the max height. I just think that means it's better for other people. I always feel bad if I recommend this to somebody who's like 5 5'3" gets one, like you're gonna be barely above the handlebars. Although I think the lowest height on this one's like 5'1", so you're probably good. The weight on this one, it's pretty heavy. It's only 12 pounds lighter than the 40-mile-an-hour scooters. I feel like I can give it a pass on that because it's got a really solid frame. It's got the adjustable handlebars. It's got front and rear suspension. It's only 62 pounds. Like, what are they gonna do? Take 10 pounds off for me? Who cares? Okay, so the headlight does work. It's pretty bright, and you can adjust it, point it down at the road or point it up. Not bad. 13.8. Okay. So the scooter's giving us a little bit over. I think it shows me like 10% over what the speed is. So maybe it's doing that on the range too. Eco mode, 12 miles an hour. I like the 12-mile-an-hour eco mode. Some of them are like 8 or 9. Like, I'm gonna slow. I don't. This curve right here. I'm like, what if I don't curve? I'm on the rocks. I don't mind hitting the water. I don't think, but the rocks. That would suck so bad, dude. Do we see if we can go up here? Low battery hill climb test. It's a pretty steep incline, I'm not gonna lie. It gets a little bit less steep here. Yeah, that makes it easier. Okay, so not bad. It shows 2 bars of battery and 46 volts, no throttle. What does it show when I pull down? 44. It's a 48 volt scooter, so maybe it goes down to like 38 volts. I don't know. All right, I don't know what it is. This one feels, it's only 10 pounds lighter, 12 pounds lighter than the DT2 Pro. When I do this, it feels so much lighter, so maybe there's just way less weight in the front. My brain just thought of it. The other one has dual motor, so there's one in the front. It's all the weight of the motor that I feel. Duh. Guys, I swear, I'm so stupid sometimes. And then you say something out loud and you're like, yeah, okay, no, I really am dumb. All right, it's flashing on 1 battery bar. I'm not exactly where I need to be. It's flashing between 1 and 2. But I'm not gonna get risky with the range. I think I'm like at least 2 miles from where I parked, but I'm gonna try to go twice that length to get there. So I would say I'm impressed with this scooter for the price. The more I look at it, this front fender it looks strange being so high up, but maybe there's a reason for that. I don't know. Maybe it's just the only thing that worked coming off of this frame. All right, okay. It's flashing on 0. I better head straight back. I'm also wondering if I should bump it down to speed mode. I'm gonna hit this crosswalk over here, I think. My speed is dwindling. I don't wanna get caught trying to traffic when the speed just cuts out, you know? Alrighty. If it gives me 20 miles total, that's actually very impressive for the price. I'm not gonna lie. Have I done any curb hops yet? Not bad. Pretty light in the front. Oh yeah, we're riding off into the sunset. The odometer, the screen just rolled over to 20. So let's check it right here versus the phone. All right, this thing is saying 18.4. It's flashing 1 battery bar. It says 20 on here. 18 miles is pretty good. I'm just gonna roll it for another mile or so and see what we get. Race mode, see what kind of speed we get. Let's use this road to do a low battery, max speed acceleration test. I'm gonna basically see how long it takes to get to 25 because it's just kind of hovering around there. But let's see how long it takes to get to 25 miles an hour low battery. It's flashing on 0 battery. Does it even get there? Go. We got this. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, that felt like it was over 15 seconds. Okay, now it feels like it's about to give out. Yeah, I'm in race mode. Now it's going 15, 16. All right, we're gonna head straight back to the car. Slow down, you're going 15. At least the speedometer on here seems pretty accurate, eh? Close to 19 miles on it. Let me check it right now at the moment. This is like 0.1 miles after it started to get weak. So let me just get an idea of that range. All right, over 19. It went over 19 miles before it really started to get pathetic, because really that road that I just did a moment ago for the speed test was less than a quarter mile away. All right, so not quite the 20 I was expecting or hoping for. I actually wasn't expecting the 20. I was expecting close, but not quite. And we got closer than I thought. Over 19? At the end of the day, yeah, dude, this scooter is actually pretty awesome. The 11-hour charge time kind of sucks and you only have the 1 charge port option, but huge plus for the adjustable handlebars. A few times I was like going 20 miles an hour with one hand. I don't think I can do that on a lot of scooters. They just wobble too much or they're not that stable. I'd say this is a solid ride though. At the end of the day, I'm pretty impressed with it. This seems like a great option for anybody not looking to spend $1,000 or more. Sure, I really like my DT2 Pro, but that's $1,200 bucks. This is less than half that price if you use that that code Quest to save 50 bucks. But this is a solid scooter overall. I'm gonna probably do a couple comparison videos comparing my Ausom scooters, just so you can get an idea what the difference is between like a $600, $900, and $1,200 scooter. And hopefully if Ausom makes any more scooters, they've listened to some of the feedback I've been giving, because I really think these things are awesome, but a couple improvements and they are just that much better. Either way, if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave me a comment. You're dedicated. Show me with the comment. And if you're getting out there, whether you're going 40, 50, 20 miles an hour, wear a helmet, bruh. People are crazy. I post comments about traffic all the time. Nobody knows how to drive. The comment section just reaffirms that nobody knows what they're doing behind a car. So be extra safe, wear a helmet, and super watch where you're going. Peace out, my dudes.